press. Stop by Sartor Hamann and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Welcome into The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome into The Breeze. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. DP is out on some business, so me and Haas will keep it going here nonetheless. We do got NFL on the brick and mortar, Lions, Vikings, but you can continue to watch the streams. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961 if you got Allo cable. And, of course, the Sartor Heyman text line is still available out there for you, 402-464-5685. All great ways to join the show. We talked plenty of Husker football this morning, and I'll be honest, Haas, I don't really want to go back to it. So I will let you carry the lead off here. Where do you want to go with today's show?
When it's on the brick and mortar, is there a team that it's on the ticket every week?
It goes. It's not a team. It's depending on the schedule we get. But we do get Lions. The best game typically. Yep.
Do you guys typically? Okay, got it.
Yep.
Well, I asked DP if the Niners could be the ticket team. He said he's working on it, so I just wasn't sure.
I hope you don't have too much sway, because I mean, don't get me wrong, 49ers good team, but let's put the Bears on there. That seems more exciting.
What? You telling me 49ers Chiefs isn't the game of the week?
I'd say Lions Vikings is probably the game of the week.
Only person in America who believes that is you. 49ers Chiefs is by far the best game of the week.
I will be honest, yes, for Chiefs fans and 49ers fans, the rest of the NFL wants to watch Lions and Vikings, and I stand by that. I really do. I think that's what people want to go and see. Undefeated Vikings versus the one-loss Lions after they just put an absolute whooping on the Cowboys. People like teams that are bad and now are, it brings you hope. That's why the Bears are a fun story. You look at the Lions, what Dan Campbell's doing continues to get better and better. And then you look at the Vikings, talk to Vikings fan, they thought the season was over once McCarthy got hurt, and now they're here 5-0. That's a narrative. And I think it's not definite Chiefs 49ers. It's a good one. Obviously, you got some tensions there, but you got an NFC battle between the two best teams in the NFC right now. That's my pick for the best game of the week.
All right.
How is that crazy? We're talking about a Vikings team where everyone thought the season was over, and a Lions who are just, I mean, what? I don't know if Pete's still in studio, the Cowboys fan, but that's America's real team, is the Lions this season. If your team's struggling, you're probably rooting for the Lions. I think this is a game that a lot of people have eyes on.
So to me, what you just told me is you'd rather watch a ALCS with the Royals and Tigers. And if it was possible to make it the World Series, you would pick the Royals and Tigers, or a Royals and Tigers equivalent, which is the Brewers, over the Dodgers and Yankees. That's what you just said. That's all I heard.
We're talking, you know what, Haas, I'll be honest, even when we're talking about that, I wanted the Tigers and probably the Pirates. I like the chaos. And these teams, it's a small market. I mean, Vikings is not small market, and neither are the Lions. So it's not like these are two small market teams that have small fan bases. Yes, they're not the Chiefs. They're not the 49ers. But they're not small to the teams.
If you look at the schedule before the year, there's one game that you want to look at. It's the Super Bowl rematch. The second game you want to look at is Lamar versus Mahomes. That's number 2. Number 3, whoever the 49ers had friction with the most. Maybe it's the Lions. Maybe it's the Cowboys because they're just a story rivalry. Those are the games that you really, really want to just stop what you're doing and watch. Detroit and Minnesota? Like,
I am
really?
so surprised by that. This not being a game that you would want to sink your teeth into and watch.
It's a good game. It's the second best game of the week, but I would never, ever say it's better than Kansas City and San Francisco.
Maybe I'm just chiefed out. That's part of it. A little bit of
Okay,
chief too much.
The fake dating that they have over there is very annoying, and I get it. And all the calls that they get so that the little 10-year-old girls can watch the Chiefs play, I get it. It's enough. By the way, since I coach so many youth girls sports teams, I bought a Kittle shirt. I finally bought it. I was like, I need to buy this. Where Taylor Swift is walking away with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is checking out Kittle. I definitely bought myself one of those, and I'm going to rock it the next time I'm at practice. So
You should. That's fantastic. That is a fantastic shirt. I'm sure that shirt has sold out by now already.
Who doesn't love Kittle?
Kittle has got to be one of my. And you know what? But you know what I like about Kittle? The Bears. He's got a soft spot for the Chicago Bears, so he checks out in my book.
I mean, there's certain people that, regardless of your favorite team and your loyalty, like for basketball, I don't like anyone except if they're on the Lakers, unless their name's LeBron, which I still don't like. So it's Connect 4 or West Side Connect. It's Austin Reeves. It's AD. Okay, it's those are my favorite players. But Steph Curry is someone that it's hard to not love him. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, it's hard not to love those two guys. They're just, I wish they were on the Lakers. And Giannis, did you hear Giannis said if they don't win a championship, he's probably not on the Bucks next year?
Yeah, Giannis has been, it's crazy how Giannis is able to just kind of, he's putting pressure on Milwaukee multiple times about wanting to get out of there. And I'm just a bit surprised by it. I mean, he seems like the guy that would stay on the team for the rest of his life for the opportunity. But hey, you know what? If you're that good, I guess you get to call your own shots. I am always a little bit surprised, though, that Brock Purdy doesn't get that treatment. He seems like a player the entire country would love to root for. I don't understand that one. Is it just
You think the 49ers are hated?
Well, I don't even think they're that hated, but something about Brock Purdy, I am just so surprised by people wanting him not to be good, just to say, like, yeah, see, we're right. He isn't that. It's just yards after the catch. It's yak yards, blah, blah, blah. Like, there is so much resistance to say Brock Purdy is a great quarterback, and it's always dumbfounded me. I figured Mr. Irrelevant would be one of those guys where it's like, okay, everybody's going to root for the guy who had no real shot outside of all the injuries and then finds himself as the starting QB and then winning all the way up until they lose that first playoff game with him. I'm just always been surprised by the resistance to Brock Purdy. He seems like a guy that the country would love to root for, but it really doesn't seem to be the case at all.
And it was his third playoff game when his arm was dangling. But yes,
yeah.
I don't mean to correct.
Yeah, I mean, lose his first playoff game as in he won multiple, but he did not lose a game until it was a third round in the playoffs.
7 in a row.
Incredible.
I don't get it. It's not like he's a bad person. He doesn't portray himself as he like says God first, and like he always talks about his teammates, and he's humble, and he identifies his own mistakes. So he never throws anyone under the bus. It wasn't like my receiver did this. There's so many quarterbacks who are like, the receiver did the wrong route. The receiver is stupid. The receiver, like Aaron Rodgers caused a trade because his receiver ran the wrong route, and he said he ran the wrong route. Aaron Rodgers got his coach fired and got his receiver thrown under the bus. And then the next 2 hours later, Devontae Adams is in the Jets.
Yeah, that's Rodgers. But he's not very much loved either. I will say this much.
That's for other reasons.
He's turned heel.
That's for other reasons.
It is. But the other reasons turned him full out heel in the NFL. Like, he is the villain of the. And it is fun to see. I've always wanted to root against Rodgers, and now that everybody's along the ride with me, it's fantastic. Like I'll root against this guy every week.
I know we don't talk the election, and I'm sure if you guys go to different cities, there's different signs up and colors up and this and that. One funny thing I was thinking about, just because I watched so much wrestling. What if you said you're pro this person for like 6 months, and then you rip off your shirt and actually show who you're a fan of 6 months later? Do I watch too much wrestling if that's what I think? Like, if you should just say I'm pro this category and this category and this category, and then you're not, and then you just rip off your shirt and you're a fan of the other person. Like,
Hulk
what would
Hogan
happen?
did it halfway. Yeah, he just ripped it off. He never switched though. It was just a reveal party for him, which was that was just crazy to see.
If Don's listening, he'd be like, Mike Tyson did that when he teamed up with HBK and DX at WrestleMania 14. And then at the end, he was the ref. At the end, he ripped off his DX shirt and he had a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt when he counted 1, 2, 3 quickly. So, I can't see myself rocking a Cowboy shirt ever and then ripping it off and showing 49er colors, or vice versa. Like, it's just I can't do that. So
no, and we have something a little bit here, an organic thing, and it's always gross. Like, I don't know how familiar you are with it with the J Skers, and I always get slack for saying this, but I hate it. I don't think you get to put on the Creighton Blue Jay colors and root for, well, I should say the Husker football colors and root for Husker football, and then when we get to basketball, rip it off and then rep blue Creighton Blue Jays.
They're good at baseball too, aren't they?
Yeah, baseball, they're not. I mean, they beat us last year, so I'm not going to sit and say they're bad, because then I'd have to say we're bad. No, they're not a bad baseball program at all.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Sorry, I was thinking about that this week. I was like, I wonder what DP sees when he flies all across the world all the time, all across the country, and just sees the different signs. And like, each city is probably definitely bold in one color and bold in the other.
Oh yeah.
So
this whole thing's nuts. I can't wait for November to be over, Haas. I'll say that much. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I have muted every political term you can possibly imagine on my Twitter. Not for one side, for everybody. Just enough. Enough is enough for me. If you research your own, do what you want.
Yep.
You're an American. I don't care.
We'll get back to sports, so DP doesn't get mad at us. We'll get back to sports. We haven't said any pro or con on each side, but yes.
That's right. All right.
Not as annoying as Cowboy fans, just to be clear.
Yeah, I mean, we just had Pete Ferguson, who's standing outside right there, just try to go ahead and recruit some Lions fans into becoming Cowboys fans. Bad timing, I will say, but trying nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, Haas, there's so many storylines right now. I want to ask you about Rodgers, since we touched on it. How much are you in belief that he's in control, pulling all these strings? Man, shout out Pete Ferguson outside the studio right there as he's heading out the door. Go check out Bigger Than the Score, rewatch it on YouTube. But where are you at with Aaron Rodgers? Like, do we believe that he got Saul fired?
100%.
And then he's the reason they got traded Mike Williams, because he did not run the correct route.
Yeah. Did he actually get traded?
Or excuse me, not traded.
Okay, but
I mean,
on
they
the trading block.
Adams. Yeah.
Pretty much just said, hey, don't play him this week, and tell him to pack his bags. Yeah, that's what Rodgers did.
I mean, what does this do for this leg of Rodgers' legacy if this thing falls apart? Because the reason I asked those first two questions is, like, some people still, I don't know why they don't think Rodgers has that much control. And I'm like, it just, the signs say absolutely he does.
Has Jordy Nelson signed yet?
Jordy Nelson?
Yeah. Amon Green, is he playing? Is he playing with the Jets?
He's coming back. Yeah, the New York Packers are back, baby. All right.
I mean, I think Cobb is on the team. Like
is he actually?
I don't know. He was there. He was there not too long ago. You gotta look that up. Cobb was there.
It's just insanity. Like, I mean, it's. I say it half-heartedly, but I also say true. Like, he's turning it into the green or the New York Packers. But what is? I mean, if this thing is horrible and doesn't start clicking, how much does this taint Rodgers' legacy? Because I think most of the world's convinced, or the people that watch NFL are convinced, that he is pulling the strings. And if this thing blows up, that's going to be a rough spot, the way to end his career.
So if I'm a Rodgers defender real quick, and I'm not, but first of all, the Niners own him in the playoffs. So that's his legacy right there. He has one Super Bowl, but the Niners just own him every time in the playoffs, which is why he left the NFC to not be owned in the playoffs, which he didn't realize means there's more juggernauts in the AFC. The legacy side for Rodgers won't be impacted because he could say he was 40 something. He came back from a torn Achilles. He can make all these excuses. He could say he didn't have a head coach. He can't say the offensive coordinator wasn't his guy, even though his offensive coordinator personally got demoted. And that had to have come from somewhere else where Jeff Ulbrich, former 49er, said, if you want me to coach, then that guy can't be the offensive coordinator. So you can't blame the offensive coordinator. He could blame the turf. So there's so many excuses he can make. MetLife's turf always causes injuries.
Yep.
Bosa's gotten hurt there. There's a lot of 49ers every time they play the Jets and Giants, they get hurt at MetLife. And so he has a lot of reasons why his team's not that good. And then he can always just say, well, we went against Patrick Mahomes and lost in the playoffs because Patrick Mahomes is just the greatest of all time. So there's an easy way to defend Aaron Rodgers and just say he played this long. He had a high winning percentage. I'm not sure what his winning percentage is, but I'm sure it's close to 700. I imagine he's had 3-4 MVPs. So he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. The way you look at it is what Michael Jordan did near the end of his career and what Jerry Rice did near the end of his career. They didn't do that much. And so he's not Tom Brady. Tom Brady at the end of his career did stuff at 45. LeBron is the one who has to worry about his story, his legacy. He GM'd the Lakers the way that Aaron Rodgers is GMing the Jets. And he's picking all the things that he wants, and they're barely getting out of the playing game. So
yeah, he needs to stop firing coaches. I guess Vogel was fine. He gave Vogel a bad roster the next year, and he had a ton of injuries. And then he gets canned. I always hated that. I've outside of Luke Walton was the one LA head coach. I was like, yes, do it. That one makes total sense. Luke Walton is not the guy. But ever since then, it has just kind of been like they just pull the trigger on these guys, giving them a roster that's worse than before, and then panicking. And that's where I'm a little bit not the biggest LeBron fan myself, because if he would stay in one spot, he'd have more rings on his hands. That's just always my thought with him. Like he'd probably get to the second hand already if he would have just even Miami Heat. I get it, the team was getting older. But look at what the Miami Heat have done. It is such a stable franchise that they would have figured it out. And LeBron wouldn't be able to kind of bully his way through management to the extent that he's been able to do at other spots. And I just think he'd probably have more rings. He got the Mickey Mouse one. Congrats. That's kind of and by the way, the only two teams that voted not to play in that were the Clippers and Lakers, which is ironic considering the Lakers end up winning the damn thing. But nonetheless.
So people like Aaron Rodgers and LeBron, they just irk the crap out of me because who I watched growing up. Okay. So I don't need to really explain myself. I'll use my daughter this morning. So we had an 8 a.m. game and then a 9 a.m. game. Playing back-to-back games is rough. It's hard. The second game is always hard. And so in our 9 a.m. game, we're a team of fourth graders, and we're supposed to be playing fourth graders. And there was 3 girls taller than my assistant coach, and my assistant coach was a Division I post who's 6'2". So they had 3 fourth graders who are taller than 6'2" on their team. My daughter is 4'4". Somehow we were up 5 late. We did lose. We lost by 1. My daughter missed 2 free throws at the end. And I mean, it's just because there's so much going on. She's exhausted and she played a lot and I couldn't take her out. And she missed 2 free throws at the end. She didn't blame the travel there, the foul there, the turnover there. That teammate did this. I missed 2 free throws at the end of the game. We could have won. And she's crying and she's upset. And so we went and practiced for an hour after it. And that's Brock Purdy. That's not LeBron. That's not Aaron Rodgers. Back to your whole story. Accountability for mistakes. If you're a true star, you do that. You put it on your shoulders and say, I could have done better. It doesn't matter what anyone else did. And with that said, my daughter was a beast. But still, the point is, she at 9 years old understands that throwing a tantrum and getting people fired is not being a responsible athlete. It's just looking in the mirror and saying, what could I have done better? And just going from there. And so to get coaches fired consistently, that's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. And that's why it's very hard for me to like the two people you just mentioned.
Yeah. We need DP here to balance this out because I agree too much. I was looking it up. Randall Cobb is on the New York Packers, so he is New York Packers. Randall Cobb is indeed there. But yeah, just to wrap up on this first segment, yeah, the accountability part is huge. And as awful as the loss was for Husker football yesterday, Matt Rule said the right things. There was really nothing you could say that was going to make anyone smile, but you could have made things worse. But what he did is he went in front of the mic and said, I take full accountability. I was shocked. I was not expecting that. I thought the guys were fired up and ready, but this is my fault. I take all the blame. He took, because he knew it was going to be a rough week in the media. And he's like, let me get ahead of this for the guys. I'm going to take full accountability. The players know. I'm sure players had those thoughts like, well, it really isn't all on him. We could have done X, Y, and Z better. We didn't execute. We practiced these things, and it didn't show up on Saturday for whatever reason. Matt Rule doesn't go out and say that, though, where I told these guys that X, Y, and Z, and they failed to do so. No, he said that's all on me. That, again, you really can't say anything right after a game like yesterday for the Huskers getting blown out the game by the first half, by the Maple Rifle in the first half, and then the backup in the second half. Like, it was just disastrous. But you can keep it from getting worse by getting in front of it and protecting the guys on your roster. So, not a lot of highlights yesterday, but Matt Rule did not make things worse. And I think that's the key factor because we've seen that go south a lot of ways. When you do throw people under the bus and the season gets worse, and then it just becomes tumultuous, and then you got team chemistry issues, and then the media buzz is just worse and more negative than ever before. So with that being said, Haas, I'll let you tease it. Where do you want to go with on this next segment? I wasn't expecting to talk about the New York Packers, but we end up doing so. What do you want for the next segment?
Let's pause for a minute. Who do the Huskers play next? Sorry, guys. I'm a DC person. I'm not memorizing the schedule.
Do you really not know?
Yeah,
or you set me up. It's Ohio State. The spread is 24.5.
At Ohio State?
At Ohio State.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the way I look at that, one, if you beat Ohio State, did they have a bye also?
Yep. Ohio State's also coming off a bye.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah. That's why the spread's 24.5. It is you got to talk yourself into a Husker win, and we'll try to do so this week.
And it's at Ohio State.
It's on the road. They're coming off a bye, and they are still certainly pissed from the Oregon game.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a good week for Nebraska. So you have to figure out what actually is a moral victory for Nebraska. And then, hey, Vandy beat Alabama, but it was at home. Vandy beat Alabama. And I'm not going to lie, a 3-loss Alabama is still going to be better than most teams.
Mm-hmm.
If Georgia is going to be number one in a couple days and the only team to beat Georgia is Alabama, I don't care if they have 3 losses because they probably will. They deserve to be in the college football. So maybe that's something we should talk about.
Yeah. Well, the Ducks are certainly going to be number one. I just think like it's going to be hard to say that they're not.
It's hard though. When you Georgia just thwarted the number one team in the country. So like you gotta I give credit to that even if it's 1 loss.
All right, fair enough. I think it's gonna be Ducks, but I can see
it will be the Ducks, undefeated, beat Ohio State.
All right.
But if I were to put them in a matchup right now, who would win, Georgia or Oregon?
Georgia. I think it'd be Georgia as well. If I'm doing the AP chess match, it's going to be Oregon. If I'm just being real, I'd put Georgia in there, no question.
Georgia looked like they had Nick Bosa and Hutchison and the Jalen Carter didn't leave to go to the Eagles. He looked like he was just still back in Georgia. Like their line is just ridiculous. Like there's no way to block that team.
Georgia's going to be, I mean, I don't know what really was that Alabama game. That one is just such a weird game to watch from start to finish.
Down 28.
It's just a bizarre game to watch. And then to come back and then just to still not be able to squeak it out. Just a crazy game. But that's college football, right? You're talking about 18, 19, 20, sometimes even 17-year-olds in there. Like you're going to see chaos But if I had to pick, it's like Georgia last year, and this is why I respect Georgia more than I do Florida State, who's now sitting 1-6, was Georgia never had a culture issue. Florida State, they went undefeated, upset they didn't get picked in the playoffs. Right or wrong, you didn't get picked. You're on the outside looking in. You don't really want to play in the bowl game. You give a half-hearted effort there. Georgia beats the brakes off you because their culture is still intact. And then Georgia just keeps being Georgia. Florida State's completely lost their culture, sitting at 1-6. They don't know what's up and what's down at this point. So it's important. Like, even when you're not getting a fair shake, like, you got to keep that culture intact somehow. And that's what Georgia's been able to do. They have some off-field problems still. There is those issues that kind of bubble up. But for the most part, on the field on Saturdays, you know what that team's going to be. And again, with Florida State, like, you don't even make jokes right now. It's getting sad to the point of what's going on. 1-6 is crazy to think, from being a top 10 ranked team to start the season to where they're at now. But with that being said, we are up against the clock here. We'll throw it to break.
Hold on. Let's
Go
do. Hey, you guys should do relegation in college football. Florida State should go to AA. What about that? How are you 1-6? That's just pathetic. Move the worst two teams from the SEC out. Move the worst two teams from the ACC out, and move the worst two teams out of the Big Ten out, and put them in a different conference. That would be fun and must-watch TV.
You understand that I have to vote against that, right? I'm a Husker fan, Haas.
You don't be in the bottom two.
Well, I'm just saying,
5-3 is not that bad. It's not 0-8.
No, it is not that bad. But my point is, like, if that thing ever would have came through.
Sorry to give him a loss already. I did it on purpose. But 5-3 is not that bad. Calm down, Nebraska.
It's not. It's good. But the results on Saturday, you can't deny that is it's an embarrassment nonetheless.
Okay. Not as bad as Florida State.
No, definitely not. That is the real heartbreaker for anybody who's a Florida State fan. I mean, if you're going to be a fan of any fan base that was going to break your heart the most, like, certainly it's the Seminoles. Like, the quarterback situation feels very much like Jeff Sims. Like, you just don't understand how it could be that bad. But here we are. All right, Haas. We do got to throw at the break here. We are against the clock. The Breeze, Haas, Tabrizi, Harrison Arns, DP out on business. We'll keep things rolling. Talk to you on the other side.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in to The Breeze. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, we got Haas Tabrizi streaming in. If you guys want to join in, use the streams. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961. If you got Allo Cable, you can even put it on Amazon Prime. That's where you want to get your content. Pretty much whatever you got, whatever you prefer, will be on there. Easy to find as always. 402-464-5685. Sergeant Heyman text line. All right, Haas Tabrizi, what do you got? Where do you want to go next?
DP's at Commanders reunion here in DC with where I'm at. And they're 10-point favorites. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen the Commanders ever be 10-point favorites in a really long time. Must be playing the Panthers. Ravens Bucks looks like it's going to be a good game. Ooh, Jets versus Russell Wilson. Huh. That's
yeah, how do you feel about that with Russell Wilson getting the start over Justin Fields, despite Fields? I mean, hey, respectable record 4-2.
So you never take quotes from the media and count them because they're just sound bites oftentimes. So I wish I saw the whole press conference, but I saw a snippet that said, I didn't play well enough. It's okay. I understand. I didn't do things enough, and I don't deserve to be the starter. Is something I saw. So I want to know the whole context, because I don't often hear athletes talk like that. If Justin Fields did say that, good for him. Good for him. He doesn't have enough passing yards as a quarterback. And so if a coach, offensive coordinator, head coach wants passing yards, then that's a problem. Justin Fields is a really good running quarterback. And if they're not moving the ball down the field with his arm, then you got to go to Russell Wilson. Now, maybe it's a couple snaps here for Justin Fields and 3rd and 15 and just let him go run 20 yards and then get Russell Wilson back in. I don't know, but you paid Russell Wilson $1 million for a reason. So have him come in and be the starting quarterback, see what he does. So that's that. From a panicking perspective, since we're going all over the place in the NFL, Bengals or Dolphins? Bengals or Dolphins?
I thought you were going to say Browns, but
all three of them.
Yeah. Well, the Browns isn't even panic. It's just, I mean, they got Chubb back today, and I'm looking at the score right now. There's down 7-0. It's only the first quarter, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter, but like the Browns feels like it's over already. Like, I don't care. Chubb's a fantastic running back, one of the best. Even if he's 100% healthy, that whole thing's just a dumpster fire. I don't even think it's that Deshaun Watson's a horrible quarterback. He's just not in the right system. And that's why I always lose my mind why they got rid of Baker Mayfield. And that's hindsight being 2020, but also when it happened in real time, I was like, were you guys not just in one of the biggest playoff purgatory droughts that I've ever seen? And then finally find a quarterback who broke that for you. And not only that, but got you your playoff win. And then
Baker Mayfield won the playoff game for them?
I believe so, right? Or did they just lose in that first round? I thought it got a win for the Browns.
Yeah, look that up. I don't feel like
either way, they made the playoffs. I mean, that's
Joe Flacco got them to the playoffs, and he didn't get to sign with them again, which was odd.
Yeah. Again,
so,
go ahead.
Let me do this real quick. All right. So Baltimore 34-10 over Houston. Niners 24-21 over Green Bay. Detroit 31-23 over Tampa Bay, and Kansas City 27-24 over Buffalo. That was last year's divisional round. Okay. And let's go right before that in the wild card. I'm doing this on purpose. Mm-hmm. Houston 45-14. Kansas City 26-7 over Miami. Green Bay 48-32 over Dallas. Detroit, LA. That's the Rams. Detroit by 1. Buffalo 14 over Pittsburgh, and Tampa Bay 32-9. So it's weird. If you got destroyed in the playoffs, so Tampa Bay over Philly, Miami got destroyed by Kansas City, and Cleveland got destroyed by Houston. All three of those teams are not playing well right now. And Cincinnati didn't even make the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
That's also weird. So what is going on with the Bengals is the first thought. Second thought, Miami, okay, quarterback's hurt. I get that. And then Cleveland, I don't know how to word this appropriately, but someone needs to wake up Deshaun Watson somehow. I don't know how he can get his attention back and get his body back into full force, but he's just missing something. And like, get rid of him, maybe, or fix it.
Yeah, the problem is it's like they've backed themselves in the hole to where, I mean, the contract is ridiculous already. On top of the, you don't even have to get into politics. On top of the legal ramifications, he's going to have to be dealing with.
That's karma. That karma's so bad.
That's kind of what it feels like, right? Like, all right. And then you take the risk, and it has absolutely fallen flat on its face. And I looked it up. Baker Mayfield didn't win a playoff game in the wild card round. He beat Pittsburgh.
Did.
Yep. And then
awesome.
And then they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, which, welcome
everyone
to the
does.
Club.
Yeah. So the good thing about the NFL is they expanded to 7 teams for the playoffs. So you could be 9-8 and you can make the playoffs. So there's going to be one of those 3 teams that I just said that's still going to make the playoffs. The Rams might make the playoffs. The Rams have the worst record other than the Panthers in the NFC. So I think people need to relax this early in the season. The Niners could be 3-4 after this week and still be the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
So people really need to relax. That's one. 2, Kansas City doesn't look as good as their record indicates. So who is the next best team in the NFL? Is it Houston? Is it Baltimore? Is it someone from the NFC? Minnesota beat the Niners, if I remember correctly. It was a 97-yard touchdown while we were here over a cover 2 defense. There's a lot of injuries for the Niners, but those are excuses that Aaron Rodgers makes. So Minnesota's beaten the Niners. All right. They've beaten good teams. And we've talked about Darnold being a Pro Bowl type quarterback now, and he is. He's playing the game. So who's the second best team in football? That's my question for you, Harrison. I know I'm going.
I think it's got to be the Vikings, which is crazy. Shout out Sam Darnold, and Hawkinson's back as well. He's coming back for this game, and it's delayed, but they're already up 10-0 on the Lions, who just put a absolute beatdown on the Cowboys last week. Like the Vikings have yet to show any chink in the armor. The defense looks great. The offense, surprisingly, Sam Darnold was the guy to get that thing just on fire, lighting up. Ravens are the other one for me. I know they started off 0-2, but that roster looked like it just needed time to gel. And now that it's starting to gel, they were a little bit leaky in stopping the run. The pass defense was always incredible. They've gotten better at stopping the run. The offense is getting more and more comfortable how they want to use Derrick Henry, the attack with Lamar Jackson. I'd probably put them at 3, but the Vikings, the Vikings might even go out and beat the Kansas City Chiefs if they got them next week. I mean, the Vikings have just been really impressive from start. I mean, it's 4 complete quarters every time you watch them play. You rarely see a lapse within that roster. Give me your number 2. I want to hear your thoughts before we go to break here. Give me your top 3 power rankings right now. I'm going to go give them the respect, Vikings, then Ravens.
I think the Ravens deserve the respect. It depends on how you look at it. It's like the Oregon should be number 1. Oregon should be number 1. So Minnesota should be number 2. Who do I not want to face in the playoffs if I'm the NFC? Everyone knows that answer in the NFC. It's the 49ers. They haven't even okay. If Ricky Pearsall plays today, he's going to score a touchdown. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ricky Pearsall is going to score a touchdown. The Niners have not.
Hey, I might, try to pick him up on the fantasy football. You were right about Juwan Jennings having a historic performance last time. You shouted out a guy who's about to have a big day. So you're a fantasy football guy. Maybe write that down.
Don't do that. But I don't want to lose you guys money. I don't wager. He has yet to play an NFL game, and he was shot in the chest. But the 49ers are lacking in the red zone, and I think they're starting to guard Jennings pretty well. And with that, they need someone who's shifty and quick. This guy is like Wes Welker a little bit, and the way he gets open. And so with that, I think he's going to get a red zone touchdown the way he plays in the slot. So if he plays, watch for Ricky Pearsall. And so with that, here's some other crazy things that you probably haven't heard in the media. Is Deebo Samuel going to be traded before the deadline? That if Christian McCaffrey's healthy, then Deebo Samuel will be traded before the trade deadline.
That's a hot take, Haas. I think that's a good take to go ahead and throw it to break here. We'll keep talking about it. Probably sprinkle a little bit more NFL. Don't go anywhere. The Breeze, Haas Tabrizi, Harrison Arns, DP off on business, hanging out with some Commanders. Don't go anywhere. We'll keep things rolling right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches. even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment of The Breeze. DP out on business, but Tabrizi still holding it down. 402-464-5685. You can always chime in any last-second comments. You can also use the streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961 if you got Allo cable. All right, Tabrizi, like I said, we only got a little bit of time here left. And again, I do want to tease, we got something a little bit different for this 1 o'clock hour. We'll get some baseball in here, some baseball history, and some great storytelling. But, Tabrizi, where do you want to go with it? We got a little bit of time left.
Baseball. So the Yankees are back, and man, I wish Cleveland did this more. Maybe they do, and TBS just doesn't show it. And I was thinking about something, and I missed it. It actually happened. I wished it into existence, but I was like, man, I wish Cleveland had a pitcher that looked a little crazy, had like a really cool haircut and this and that, and threw really hard, threw a little wild. And they did have that. They did have a closer that had that. And they actually had him come into Wild Thing. Da-na, da-na, you make my heart sing. Da-na, da-na. That was game 5 in the AL DS. And I saw that online. I was like, oh my gosh. I wish I was at Progressive Field. That would have been the coolest feeling ever to have Ricky Vaughn's music going on with Close coming in to close out a game. And I hope they did that. Do you know if they do that every time he comes in?
I have no idea, to be honest. I know the clip you're referring to because it was going around because it was awesome. I have no idea if that's a regular occurrence, though.
He has to do the same entrance as Ricky Vaughn. Like, he has to do it. And unfortunately for the Guardians, he's the one who couldn't hold leads twice. And it could have been a 3-2 lead for Cleveland going back to New York. But instead, he blew 2 saves. So if they didn't play the Wild Thing music, I blame the people in the press box and the people with the scoreboard operating and the music and the organ person. Like, that's your fault. It's your fault. If you didn't play that music, you didn't turn off the lights to the stadium, you didn't have Charlie Sheen throw the first pitch. Like, it's all on you guys. You could have done all those things. You could have had the owner, if she's still alive from the movie, standing out there and put the dress on her and all those things, and even bring the bad guy from the Yankees from the movie and have him out there and just start beating him up. You could have done all those things. You guys would have made the World Series, but you decided not to. Shame on you.
Hey, Haas, to wrap it all up. So it's about accountability, right? you gotta have it. Hopefully they take ownership if that is the story. They didn't play that. That's a problem nonetheless. But nonetheless, shame on you. Had some hope for Cleveland, especially after the walk-off home run. I thought, I was like, hey, maybe there's some life. But as you said, Yankees, go ahead, move on. That's gonna wrap it up for the Breeze. Haas Tabrizi, Harrison Arns taking care of things while DP is off on business. You can go back and watch it on YouTube, but don't go anywhere. Ticket Weekends, we'll keep rolling on here. Appreciate you guys listening, and we'll do it again next week.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic